Hey, so I hope you're liking this segment because this one's getting raw. So it's morning time. I just dropped my son off at school, and I'm going to be honest, it was a rough, raw, ridiculous morning. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I even dropped him off and I cried a little bit because I was super excited to be alone um, and to get to work and get some things done. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. Last week we talked about how, looking at your goals, sometimes the immediate can feel painful, and looking ahead and looking further at, what the eventual outcome is. Like I use the example of like vacuuming. I remember like that, or working out. When you are getting up in the morning, the immediate feels painful, but when you think about how you feel afterwards, or how great it'll feel when it's done, or how long it'll actually really take, it won't take that long. So when you think about that and not the immediate, it just makes it so much easier to get that done and to go get it. And that's how it's been easy for me to be proactive, because I look at the end, or at least not the immediate next step, because the immediate next step is going to mean pain. And so you look forward. Well, that today, so leading that, I just wanted to remind you for what I'm about to say. So today I am, again, dropping my son off, and the craziness has just made me think about how grateful I am that I did take the plunge and decided to grow a business. And again, sometimes when you say business, when I decided to take the plunge and become an entrepreneur, let's put it that way, I knew that me becoming a stay-at-home mom was the best decision for our family, but I also knew that I was missing, something. I knew that I liked adult interaction. I knew that, I never wanted to be a teacher. I never had those kind of things. But when you also know that, loving your kids is the most amazing thing in the world, and to just be with them is, again, amazing, but it's not everything. So again, I found myself today being super grateful for becoming an entrepreneur and being able to be I consider myself a selfpreneur. As much as we talked about mompreneur last time, selfpreneur, mompreneur, you can be multiple. But I am so grateful for going for creating, my own website and creating courses and helping my clients, because it has been one of the best experiences. And, again, I'm opening up because I really thought that it was going to be based on money, because the money that, comes in is on top of, that allows me to have my son go to school. Working towards, say, we want him to go to private school, or we want him to go to camps and things like that. Or I get to go and have a spa day when I feel like it, out of money that I've made that feels amazing. So those are the financials that are really great. Again, helping your family and yourself and just benefiting is unbelievably rewarding, but there is so much more. The thought of, again, a rough morning with my son is one thing, but thinking about all the other people that I've been able to help, my clients, picking up the phone and helping someone else, or answering a phone call and being able to help someone when a 3-year-old you couldn't seem to help get breakfast because he didn't like anything you made makes you feel so small. So filling my life with other things, like, again, who I am, building me. So that having a business and going for it is beyond the income. It's beyond that. Being an entrepreneur and being able to help other people is been one of the most rewarding. And not only for just them, but for me too. Because on a daily basis, by the end of the day, I mean, of course there's some nights, do not get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like I am worthless. I don't feel like my kid determined my day that he was in a bad mood, so I needed to, suck up my pride and just deal with it. There were so many other things that are part of my life that if he wants to be that way, then that's his day and I can still be there and love him. But I also know that mommy does a lot more than just your mommy. So again, when you're finding your purpose, when you're finding things, if there's something continually coming up and it is the entrepreneurship, I'm going to tell you from person to person, from entrepreneur wannabe to entrepreneur wannabe, at some point we both were. And it doesn't matter if I am now and you are, entrepreneurship immediately starts as soon as you commit to it. So I'm just telling you, friend to friend, that if you got something burning inside of you, go for it. Because, it may just start out income, or it may just start out with you just putting your time in. But I promise you that you putting the time in, you will reap the benefits. And maybe in the beginning, it's more of the, you're getting the benefit where, maybe you are a parent just like me, or maybe you have a crappy job and, your bosses never tell you how grateful they are for you. Well, the people that you're helping will. So maybe it might not come in monetary in the beginning, but you will reap the benefits of it. It does come tenfold. So I'm just saying, go for it. And if there's anything that I can do to help, I want to know, what are your pains? What does hold you back? Because that's the biggest key that I love helping my clients with. And if there's something I can tell you, hey, over email, over messenger, to get you going, that would make my day even better. So again, just go for it. But if something's holding you back, let me know. Because again, I'd love to, if it's holding you back, that means it's holding other people back. So let's talk about it. And maybe, you can help so many other people even in that way. So I hope that this raw gets you, just gearing up to go for it, because you're worth it. And it will be amazing, I promise. It's just, again, if I would have dropped that kid off and didn't have my business, I probably would have went to bed crying with a bowl of ice cream. The old me. Well, that's not me anymore. So here I am talking to you, and I'm sharing it. So hopefully this helped. I hope you have a great day, and I really enjoyed talking to you, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.